Morning, peeps. Oh, God. Retro's fixed my camera stuff and is now not working. Fantastic. Excellent start to the morning. There we go. I haven't sorted my face out yet, so I'm going to be doing that in a minute, but morning, peeps. Morning, kitty. It's 4 a.m. here. First time catching a stream live. I'm so excited. I've been watching on YouTube for a while now. Oh, that's so cute. Don't stay up at 4 a.m. in the morning just to watch my ass. You know these go on YouTube anyway. Right, so I'm doing a little, no makeup thing today because I asked Cade, I told him a very simple instruction. I told him, and now my thing's broken again. Oh, do I have to keep my camera up? No! Retro, you've broken my shit! Okay, this is going to be bad. US crowd, I'm haunting your asses. Oh, God. Right, I need to message Retro because this is terrible. So I need to have camera hub up on my screen for the webcam to work the way you've done it. This is causing problems. So me and Retro and Chris spent about 4 to 5 hours in VC last night trying to fix my OBS. Turns out the alert problems was just solely down to Twitch. It's actually a genuine problem with Twitch at the moment. But to give you an idea, he's set it up so it's capturing my camera hub individually. But the problem is, when I'm loading up certain tabs, sometimes my webcam is freezing. And I think I fixed it. Dare I say it? I highlight the word dare I say it because I've just clicked a button and I don't know what I've done. But I'm going to quickly fix my face up and then we're going to be playing Zayne's card. Now, I couldn't do this yesterday because my phone did not handle Silas yesterday, truth be told. And then we ended up getting sidetracked and ended up doing the secret times, which you guys are going to laugh at this, right? So I uploaded the videos on YouTube because my videos go through an automated check before I'm allowed to post them or earn any revenue on them. I upload Silas, and bear in mind, I put adult warnings on all of them because of the nature of them. Silas, YouTube had absolutely no problems with, okay? Alright, a bit questionable, but okay. Caleb got through with no problems. Zayne, age restricted. Zayne was the tamest one out of the three. What do you mean he's the one who's got the warning? And supposedly, Zayne is supposedly the tamest of the three. Yeah, I think the reason that the automated service has probably picked it up is because of the medical terms that was being used in the cards. But I'm going to be blunt. YouTube automation is confusing as heck. Like, do you guys remember the Xavier incident? Both times. Yeah, it's literally this confusion all over again. So what I've done is I've put the warnings on there. So if YouTube decides to look at it again, or it gets reported and then it goes, actually no, yeah, this needs to be 18. At least now I can argue and say that I put a warning on it and your automation service basically put it down as no. So I've covered my ass, but I just got an email being like, oh, good news, your Silas video is suitable for all audiences. And I'm like, were you hit by the Zayne incident? No, I was not. I genuinely was not. And that's what confused me, because I saw that in the trailer and I was thinking, that's not going to get on YouTube. No. Zayne incident I've never had. It's only been Xavier, because he's a little dickhead. Just sorting my face out because, good lord, I look like I need it today. And I'm a bit irritated because I was supposed to have a hairdresser's appointment today. I booked this November last year. And because it's really hard to get a hairdresser's appointment in my part of the country, so I have to book my appointments like super ahead. And guess what happens? They sent out an email to say that the owner essentially decided they were going to change their opening hours. And they're now no longer open on Sundays. So any appointments starting from the 1st of January onwards on a Sunday has been cancelled. So now I've got to try and get back in contact with my hairdresser to rebook my appointment because I was going to get layers put in my hair to try and help with the thickness problem. Morning, Sop. How are you doing? I am thinking of doing some more like little cozy morning streams eventually, but the problem is I'm just trying to like gauge when people are going to be on, and unfortunately that's a bit awkward when you have an American audience and you're based in the UK mostly, so... Oh, God. Oh, so Sads, I hope you're feeling better, my love. I know I heard you got a cold. Oh, God. I look so bad. I usually do this before a stream, but obviously we'll blame Kate waking Mim up late. Oh, God. Ugh. Alright, need a little bit of lippy, a hint of blush, and where's my mascara? There it is. Right. I need to go through all my makeup, to be fair. I've got, like, what... I had one bag, and then after Christmas, everyone just bought me, like, a shit ton of makeup, but it's all in the wrong goddamn, like, shade. So, now I'm having to figure out what's my shade, what's not my shade, and go from there. The problem is I got filters on my web camera as well, so naturally kind of blurs out my face a bit, so I don't look quite as, pory as I actually am in real life, because, you know, makeup filters. I'm not saying I use makeup filters, but you guys know what I mean. Oh my god. How are we all doing this morning anyway? Because I was having a very emotional day yesterday. Chris can vouch, I cried in call because Kate called me when he finished work to say that he was ordering me pizza, and I legitimately started crying from happy tears. I know. Mim's weird. But I was ovulating yesterday. So if that is any indication of what's going on with me at the moment. What kind of pizza? Well, me and Kate are criminals. We have ham and pineapple because it's the only pizza that we can both eat together. Because I tend to like just a basic margarita. I'm a basic ass bitch. But Kate likes things like meat feast and stuff like that, and I find that too heavy. But ham and pineapple is the only pizza that we can both eat and share, and we only buy one large pizza between us because we get sides. So me and Kay will get like a large ham and pineapple pizza. He'll buy me the Domino's cookies, of course. And then we'll both have one side of our choosing. So usually I get the like little pizza roll things, and Cade will either get the wedges or the chicken wings, I think. Depends on what he's feeling. But my order always tends to be the same. I like my pineapple pizza, not my fave, but you're not a criminal in my eyes. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to lose some viewers then when I said that. I have got so much to do today, guys. It's not even funny. So to give you guys the rundown, I have got 2 days off next week, right? So I always have weekends off because I work Monday to Friday. But because I worked all over Christmas, my job basically pulled me into a meeting last week and said, you're looking really tired. We think you need to book some time off. Now, I already had the 12th and the 13th of January off because the 12th is going to be mine and Kate's, fuck's sake. Me and Kate are going to be having our 2-year wedding anniversary. So I booked the Monday and the Tuesday off so we can go out, potentially get drunk, and then I got a day to recover from a hangover, if applicable. So I've extended my annual leave, so I'm off Thursday and Friday as well. So I get 6 days off in a row, which is absolutely fucking lovely, because the next time I have time off then is when Kate's visa rolls in. And I said to Kate, I'm going to have to be... Because we were talking about this last night, right? Because he was saying he wants to get, like, a proper game night in with the boys. And I said, well, why don't we do Thursday? And he goes, oh, well, yeah, but you're going to be working. So, you know, you're not going to want to... you're not going to want me making tons of noise when you go to bed. And I went, well, funny you should say that. And then I told him I had Thursday and Friday off. And he goes, so you're going to basically be a workaholic still on Thursday and Friday? What do you mean? He goes, obviously YouTube, so... You know, he knows Mim a little bit too well for my own good, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. I mean, I'm glad they seem to be nice about you taking time off. Your old job sounded way worse. Oh no, this job is still a bunch of twats, don't get me wrong. Like, to give you an idea, they basically put me in a position where they said, if you take time off because you're burnt out or you take sick, you don't get paid for it. And that means I lose about £100 a day, which at the moment I can't afford because I'm getting my probation review is later on this month. So I'm basically trying to stay on their good side as much as possible. So when they were like, yeah, we need you to we need you to take some time off. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you about it because my annual leave is just reset. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get all of the people in my job to spread out using their time off and give them notice because my job, I only get a limited number of days off anyway because I get bank holidays off. But I think they're on a bit on edge with me because they know that as soon as my husband's visa's coming in, they know that I'm going to be on and off work. So I think they're trying to give me some time off work now so I can come in, get really far ahead on my job if I can. And then that way, if I do need to take a sudden day off for a visa appointment or whatever, then they're not going to be panicking because I've got shit tons to do, if that makes any sort of sense. That's sweet. Congratulations on the anniversary. Hope you guys have a great time together. I don't know what we're doing yet. He's planning it. And it's scaring me because the last time he planned something, I started crying in the middle of Bristol City Centre right in front of my ex because he happened to be there on the day. So I'm a bit worried, shall I say. That's the thing. Every time I go to my old hometown, I always bump into someone I know. And I'm not even like, joking. I hate it. Because, like, every single time people see me, they're like, oh my god, it's her. And I'm like, who the fuck are you again? Because I didn't keep in touch with anybody once I finished school. Like, I literally left school, dropped contact with everybody, dropped off the face of the earth. Because I was one of those kids that I literally went in, collected my exam results, and then just went straight home. I didn't even say bye to my teachers. In fact, no, tell a lie. There was one teacher I said goodbye to. Was it one? No, there was 3 teachers I said goodbye to, but that's only because they pounced on me as I was leaving the building. So, yeah. Because I really did not enjoy my childhood. So when anyone asks me the question of, oh, if you could go back to school, would you? I go, absolutely not. Because don't get me wrong, I don't like adult responsibilities. But I think I'd rather take what I have now over what was going on back then. Plus now I have Kate, so, I trust in Cade making you cry. Oh, fuck off. Right. Shall we get this Zayne card sorted then? Okay, right. Let me just quickly put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I do not need my work group chat that's complaining about the snow being leaked. Because this is just what they do. They like to message on their time off because, some of us don't have lives that we want to have separate. Okay, right, let's get this all screened up. And hopefully this doesn't break my recording either. Because again, Retro did changes and I haven't had a chance to test this yet. So if it really comes down to it, I can download the VOD, but... Right, okay. Let's make sure this is on my account. If I have time... Oh my god, why is my phone jumping so much? Already we are encountering problems. I can't tell if it's me or if it's my phone. God damn it. This is going to be a hard day, I feel like. It keeps, like, glitching. Right, I'm gonna have to reload the game because it is glitching like absolute hell. Right, let me just close down some tabs. My god, this is stressful. Sorry guys. So what's going on is when I've loaded up my phone, I think it's registered that it's playing it twice. Because you know what, when you log in and then you get like the glitch of Silas being pink and things like that. It was just basically like it was having a like an earthquake, which we don't vibe with on this channel. Alright, let's see if this worked. When in doubt, turn it off and back on again. Okay, already this is looking better. So let me change over to this screen. This is not the camera I wanted, so I want the other one, which will be this one. There we go. And then we go phone. Ah, bosh. Done. Caleb fixed it. Because, no, Zayne did not fix it. Oh dear. Damn you, Caleb.
Your step count kept going up, so I knew you'd appear eventually.
He's wearing his magnum opus outfit. Ah! Hello, husband.
I'm not too busy right now. Tell me, what's bothering you? We can figure it out together.
I need to dress him up very quickly for science. Perfect.
Your gaze landed on my hair so many times. Your preferences are obvious.
Can you blame me? He does look good in this outfit, though.
This plate of pineapple has been on the table for 2 days. And now you're feeding it to me?
Excuse me, I was just talking about pineapple.
If an opponent shows no mercy, I won't spare them any dignity.
Sorry, easily distracted. Right, let's go on to Dave. One for you. Oh, I forgot to claim rewards from yesterday. That's fine. Zayne. Okay, right. Here is my heart. It's the one I've spent all this time keeping safe. Nothing like some solace to start the morning off? Oh yeah, absolutely. He is getting the leftover pizza. Oh, there is no leftover pizza. Bold of you to assume that there is leftover pizza. Right, okay. Very quickly, I just want to quickly sort this camera because this is way too much. Let's just chop a little bit off. Okay, basically, I like to keep my webcam a little bit shorter, so when I'm doing the short doing the short clipping, you know, my webcam is not on there twice. You didn't save any for Silas? I was hungry, bitch! If he wanted to, he can get his own food. You know, the man has enough food. Right, okay. So we're gonna start with the bad ending first, and then we're gonna lead to the good ending, because I couldn't bear saying call off the engagement to Silas yesterday. Don't judge me. And I got a cold coming, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Okay, right. After breakfast, my hurried footsteps accompany the secretaries as they echo in the corridor. We're heading towards the council room. Give me the latest report on the rebellion at the border.
Yes, Your Majesty. 2 days ago, an armed conflict broke out in the Sten Galaxy, a vassal to the Empire. Their former leader was overthrown.
Is it bad that I read that and thought he said thought she said Sheen Galaxy? I was thinking, since when does Sheen take over the galaxy?
The new leader, Helron, has publicly declared succession and is launching an assault on the Empire's Fortress No. 1. The major station there defected during combat and colluded with Sten's forces.
Zayne, you motherfucker! No, I'm joking. Fortress No. 1 is a strategic chokehold on the Empire's borders. Its firepower is enough to lock down the entire Steen Galaxy. It's the Empire's spear and its shield. If it falls, unrest will inevitably spread to the Heartland. The traitor at the border. Major Ways, I presume? Where is he?
After the rebellion was crushed, he was taken to the Empire's most secure prison. Now, he waits for Your Majesty's judgment.
Hehe, we stab him. Good. Let him ruminate. There are more pressing matters at hand. Since the rebellion at Fortress No. 1 has been dealt with, a power vacuum is formed. Spoils must be claimed. The greedy nobles have already gathered in the council room. They're eager to control the fortress. Who led the campaign against the rebels?
It was the Grand General, Your Majesty. His forces have already taken control of Fortress No. 1.
Oh wait, no, is that Zayne?
The Grand General has just arrived at the palace. He's waiting for you in the council room alongside the nobles and ministers.
Oh, this is going to be a problem. Zayne. In the second month of my reign, Zayne left the capital to deal with the rebellions on the border. It's been 6 months since I last saw him. God, Zayne Gurley's being left out to dry there. To ignore the limits of his authority again. Is this the idea of a gift? No matter. I'm ready to play his game. Oh yeah, MC getting ready to play. No, not that I'm complaining, of course, but there we go. Go forth. With the finest visage, deceive their eyes. And disguise your true heart underneath the guise. Oh my good lord, he does look good in the outfit. Stop.
Your Majesty.
Stop moving the text forward before I've had a chance to simp. At the far end of the room, Zayne stands with his back to the assembly. Once he hears my footsteps, he slowly turns.
Your Majesty.
That's not going to be what he's calling me later on. Zayne gives me a slight nod of acknowledgement. He looks the same as I remember. Stern, indifferent, almost unchanged. Under the watchful, scheming eyes of the court, I smile and walk towards Zayne before, rightfully, sitting down in the center. Zayne, you've spent the last 6 months quelling rebellions. I trust you haven't sustained any serious injuries?
Perhaps it's thanks to your Majesty's blessing that I remain unscathed.
Oh, you fucking smooth talker. Loki, no. I can't help but glance in his direction. Before I can speak, the nobles below use this chance to reveal their accusations as if I've given them a signal.
Whenever the Grand General pacifies a region, he stations his troops there and refuses to leave.
You sound like you need a doctor.
One might think your Majesty had given him those planets to govern.
The Empire Codex states that one must not seize territories under the Empire's protection in the name of military achievements.
I don't like these people.
All reclaimed territory should be distributed among the nobility by the current ruler.
Loki, I swear, he's scratching my studio lighting. Stop it. He... Naughty. Oh yeah, so hold on. All reclaimed territories should be distributed among the nobility by the current ruler. That is basically the nobility saying they want more land. And I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
And yet the Grand General's takeover of the fortress disregards the Imperial law and your Majesty's authority. I implore you to punish him for his crimes.
In unison, every noble bows and silently pressures me. They pretend to uphold the law and defend my honor, but they want to drive a wedge between me and Zayne. I look at Zayne, who has the faintest hint of a smile on his lips. Despite the indictment, he doesn't show any traces of unease. I've seen this expression countless times. I know that Zayne's actions always come with meticulous preparations.
The Lord of Star Sector Number 3 allowed his subordinates to invade a vassal planet, plunder its resources, and destroy its starships. Would that not constitute an abuse of power?
That was actually hot.
Star Sector Number 2 has been underreporting its tax revenue. If paid in full, the arrears could cover the Empire's military budget for 5 years. Imperial law also states that the punishment for such a crime is exile.
You tell him, Zayne!
Smuggling for profit, imposing extortionate levies, misappropriating supplies, falsifying production reports. These are all capital offenses the Empress must judge.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the Empress, bitch!
Since all of you hold the Imperial law in such high regard, let us abide by it. I presume there are no objections.
I suppress the urge to laugh. When it comes to governing the Empire, Zayne and I have no fundamental disagreements. The galaxies Zayne pacified are safer in his hands compared to these nobles. Still...
Don't change the subject, Zayne. We're talking about you seizing Imperial territory for yourself.
I would call it protecting Her Majesty's territory from parasites.
Thanks for the bits, Belle. Good lord.
You...
Setting other matters aside, the jurisdiction of Fortress Number 1 concerns Imperial defense. Only Her Majesty has the authority to decide its fate. Wouldn't the Grand General's unauthorized takeover be considered an overreach of his authority?
This is precisely what I've been considering. Zayne has certainly accomplished a great deal. He has restored order to the land, yet in turn he has quietly amassed more power. Out of the nobles who have remained silent, a good number maintain contact with Zayne in secret. Their silence in the council room speaks of where their true loyalties lie. It's time to make a decision. Why is this one worse than the Silas one? I don't want to execute him! No, I don't want to do it. We're gonna have to do the bad ending first, guys. I said I was gonna do it. How many times have I been caught in this vortex of power? I've lost count. The ceaseless political machinations are enough to bring down a mighty empire and erode its empress's ambitions. The insatiable greed of these people before me once again fills me with a weariness that has settled deep into my bones. I'm tired, Master. I'm going to rest now. I haven't addressed him as such in a long time. Funny you losing your mind over breakup, what me... It's so funny you losing your mind over breakup with Silas, while here it's straight up execution. Turning us into the Queen of Hearts. Off with their heads! Yeah! Jesus. I haven't addressed him as such in a long time. Zayne looks taken aback, reminded of the days when he was my perpetrator.
You've already made your choice. Is that right?
No! These might be the last words we ever say to each other. I don't answer him. I turn and walk out the hall. Armed guards enter the council room as soon as I leave. They seal the doors to close. I can't talk that. I can't read that fast, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm flustered at the thought. I'm flustered because I'm stunned that it's just pure upright execution. Armed guards enter the council room as soon as I leave. They seal the doors to close off the blood and screaming. The last person who's dragged out is the court scribe. Shuddering in fear but still dutifully taking notes, I give him a reminder. Nothing happened today. In the cosmic year 649, the Empress sent a trap during a meeting and executed her political enemies. Only the Grand General managed to fight his way out. In the following year, the Empress and the Grand General sent envoys to negotiate. An attempt for peace fell through after 2 hours, and the Empire was thrown into a civil war. It's said that the council meeting in the cosmic year 649 was the last time Empress Mimberly and Grand General Zayne ever met face to face. Whether or not the Empress looked back at the Grand General as she departed is a detail lost to history. But that hasn't stopped generations from retelling their story. He was once her perpetrator before becoming her ally. For 6 months, they were monarch and subordinate, then mortal enemies for the rest of their lives. They had once striven to avoid war, yet they were driven to the worst possible fate. Their names are forever stained in the annals of history, and to this day, their supporters still argue over who's responsible. Was it the threat posed by the Grand General that deprived the Empress of her chance to be a benevolent ruler? Or was it the Empress's suspicions that forced the Grand General to rebel? When faced with a greater prize, is love always the first to be sacrificed? It's a question no one can answer. What we can say for certain, however, is that on such a morning, to say nothing happened would be nothing short of lying. Okay, well, I didn't like that, so, shall we just get back to our regularly scheduled, program? It is cool they've added 2 endings into these cards, but plain outright execution? Are you taking the mic? Can't get worse than that, right? Well, I don't know, we still have 3 other cards to play after this. And I've been hearing Caleb is sparking a lot of controversy and making a lot of people uncomfortable. That's why we're leaving that one till last. Right, let me just get back to where we were, and then I shall be back in a moment. I don't like this. This is so difficult, man. Yeah, me loses my mind over having to break off an engagement with Silas. As soon as the execution, So we have only done the Silas so far? Correct. Because I was planning on doing Silas and Zayne on stream yesterday, but my phone barely handled Silas. So, oh yeah, very heated debate, shall we say?
Your Majesty.
Yeah, it's safe to put it that way. But I have reacted to the secret times for Caleb, Caleb, Silas, and Zayne. I uploaded them to YouTube this morning so I could get, like, you know, the checks done. And oh my god, YouTube makes no sense. They have age-restricted Zayne's, but Caleb's and Silas's has gone through completely fine despite me putting warnings on it. Don't ask me, I don't know.
Perhaps it's...
1 month.
By the way, it was 2 days ago. The stream was on Friday. It's Sunday. Oh, yeah. I meant to stream yesterday, but I was fixing my OBS, so I do apologize. Saz is right. I can apparently not tell the days anymore.
The Lord of Star Sector Number 3 allowed his subordinates to invade a vassal planet, plunder its resources, and destroy its starships.
Look, no, you can't eat
Would
Domino's
that
cookies.
not constitute an abuse of power? Star Sector Number 2 has been underreporting its tax revenue. If paid in full, the arrears could cover the Empire's military budget for 5 years. Imperial law also states that the punishment for such a crime is exile. Smuggling for... Since all of you hold the Imperial law in such high regard, let us abide by it. I presume there are no objections.
Don't change the sub...
I would call it protecting her
Okay, right, let me just finish my cookie and then we'll carry on with the recording. But goddamn, Zayne looks hot in this. Just saying. Hello, buddy. Loki's sat behind my desk. Again. It's alright. I need food. Okay. Right, we're back to the decision, so let us carry on, shall we? Then I shall deal with it myself. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Incompetent nobles, inflexible ministers. None of them is worthy of my trust. Zayne could have been that person, but as of this moment, I no longer can read his intentions. So, I shall deal with it myself. It was a nonchalant announcement. Oh, this music.
There's no precedent for this.
As of today, there is. Please consult the Codex. Is there anything that forbids an empress from directly ruling her territory? The nobles exchange uncertain glances. For them, submitting to me is still a better alternative than submitting to Zayne. The deciding factor is Zayne's attitude. I've been closely observing his reaction.
Fortress Number 1 is yours, Your Majesty.
I have you to thank for quelling the rebellion, Grand General. And just like that, the fate of the disputed territory is settled. The nobles' faces fall and their eyes darting between Zayne and me. They're searching for any sign of a conspiracy. Even I feel a flicker of doubt. Will Zayne truly let it end like this? To keep Zayne in check, this is hardly enough. Reclaiming galaxies is only the first step. I need to gauge Zayne's current military strength in case the worst comes to pass.
I will withdraw my troops as soon as possible to complete the process, Your Majesty.
There is no rush. I have other uses for your troops, Grand General. According to tradition, the Empress's coronation ceremony is a months-long affair. It culminates in a grand military parade. However, because of the uprising in the Steen Galaxy, Zayne was ordered to take the main fleet to the border. The military parade was indefinitely postponed. It's time to hold the parade. The location will be Fortress Number 1, my newly claimed territory. Zayne?
I have no objections.
With a radiant smile on my face, I turn to the nobles. You will gather your armies and participate as well. It's settled then. If there's nothing else, all of you are dismissed. Before the nobles could react, the guards stationed outside the room enter because of my orders. They escort them out. Faced with the guards' weapons, they can only swallow their protests and leave. Each mulls over their own faults. The innocent return home, and the guilty are sent to prisons on the border. Wait, Zayne. I call out to him in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear. Stay at the palace tonight. Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like being an empress. I can use my authority voice. I lead Zayne through the corridors as we head to the room that was prepared for him. Did you see the look on those nobles' faces when I asked you to stay? Suspicious, prying, suggestive. Wanting a good show, they were eager to see what would transpire.
I imagine most won't be sleeping well tonight.
Yeah, I certainly won't be. Satisfied with my victory, I turn to face Zayne and walk backward with a spring in my step. They're already placing bets on us.
On whether you'll kill me?
On how I'll kill you. I admit, some of their ideas have been inspirational.
Congratulations. The fact that you're aware means your influence is greater than what their intuition tells them.
That's not the reaction I was hoping for. I turn back around and quicken my pace. Those two will be so loud with their nighttime activities, no one will sleep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we already have done an entire video about Zayne's intimacy, if you remember that video from Cyberspace Malls. Your supporters grow in number every day. More planets pledge their allegiance to you. As for me, it doesn't matter how great my influence is. As an empress such as myself is still dispensable. Silence hangs in the air behind me. I wonder what Zayne is thinking. Quite some time has passed before he speaks.
You've never been one to let others sway you.
You know me so well. A branch reaches into the corridor which blocks my path. Unwilling to bow my head, I stop beneath it and turn to Zayne. What does my preceptor think of my decision in the council room? Oh my god, it's too bright. 9! Absolutely not. We do not allow sunlight in this office. It is so bright in this room. Holy fuck. Jesus. It's because it's really sunny today and I got this one sliver of light that's like escaping. You can see it there. It's also bouncing off the wall that I'm reading off of. This is a problem. I haven't got anything I can use to block it, can I? Oh wait, I have a cat. Aha! Finally, he can become useful. Bear with me. Okay, right, hold on. I got a genius idea. So if I scrunch it up like that, and then place that there. Ha! 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 I'm a genius. I'm not a genius. I just use very basic common sense. Okay, now that I can actually see again. Oh my god, this has now fucked up my lighting. It's fine. I'll deal with it. You know what? I do not look ghostly. Right, hold on. Let's put the humidifier there. Let's see if that works. Okay, that's a bit better. Jesus. I deliberately insinuate the old title as if to provoke him.
I was under the impression we were past that once you ascended the throne.
I mean... How so? Do you remember this tree? We planted it years ago. It's been here all this time, yet it's never bloomed. Back then, I was only the crown princess, while Zayne was already the Grand General with several medals. He commanded the army and oversaw the Empire's most prestigious military academy. Oh god, Loki's trying to move. No, Loki, do not knock over my shit. Eager to learn the art of politics from a master, I sought him out. When I returned to the palace, Zayne was the only one I could trust and depend on during the struggle for the throne. This tree symbolized our alliance and the trust we once shared.
You were an excellent learner.
I still can be. Calm in the office, beast in the bedchamber, absolutely.
You used the military parade as a pretense to gauge the strength of my forces. In addition, you kept me here in front of everyone and used our association as a warning to the nobles.
Oh, I wondered what that noise was. I didn't read he had garden chairs. Okay, my bad. God damn it.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It was a clever move.
Has it ever occurred to you that he meets my gaze and I don't look away? I asked you to stay because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It wasn't necessarily because I wanted to intimidate the nobility. The journey from the border to the Empire is long. You need to properly rest. Zayne is momentarily stunned. Seeing him at a loss for words improves my mood. Your room is just ahead. You've used it before, so I doubt you need me to show you the way. Was this walk always short? What a shame. I wanted to see Zayne speechless for a little longer. Holding my head high, I pass under the tree and walk away. Oh, she playing hard to get. Where is my cat? Come here. You're messing up the curtains. There you go. In the study, Zayne and I sit across from each other, and a holographic screen is between us. The combat simulation is about to begin. The Empire's deployment have been adjusted according to my new defense protocol. This simulation will test its viability. Zayne attacks while I defend. The simulation ends when the Empire falls. This protocol is my chance to prove myself as the Crown Princess. I'm taking this very seriously, which means Zayne will show no mercy. Ow, Loki.
Checkmate.
Bitch!
Your defenses are impeccable, Your Highness. Your execution, however, could be improved.
Stop mocking me. I'll defeat you in the next round.
I'm looking forward to it.
In the new game, I successfully avoid making my previous mistakes and gradually take control of the board. I triumphantly look at Zayne, but he still appears certain about his victory. Hey, buddy. When I realize something's amiss, the tables have turned. My troops are forced to retreat, and recovery is impossible.
Is there a need to play this out?
What a cocky prick! Kate's done the same thing to me when we've played Magic the Gathering before. Because do I really need to pull everything out on you? And I'm just like, no, you win. Good old Magic the Gathering commander. It brings out the worst in me. Damn it. Why can't I beat him? It doesn't matter what I do. The defense protocol is sound, but my pride is now on the line. Okay, right, people. You know we're gonna go take back move because Mimby don't cheat. I made a misplay. I want to take back that move. Without waiting for Zayne's answer, I reach for the undo button and try to rewind the battle to the point before his counterattack.
I'm afraid that's prohibited.
Bitch. Before I can touch the button, a layer of ice freezes it.
Don't give me that look.
I also tried not to cheat. Well, we gotta be loyal.
When you invited me here, you promised me that I could be merciless, no?
I meant in another context. I didn't want to cheat! It's not over yet. Give me a moment to think. Pretending to contemplate, I let my gaze drift to the window. Zayne, why hasn't the tree we planted bloomed yet? As I hoped, Zayne follows my gaze.
It's possible that now's not the time. Some trees don't blossom in their first year.
While I was distracted, I quickly mute the simulation and stealthily reassigned one of his military units to my command.
And some trees bloom when you're not looking.
I meet Zayne's gaze.
Change it back.
Damn it! Cheating is a skill.
All right. However, I caught you red-handed, so your attempt failed.
God damn it. It's not like I need to cheat to beat you. It's midnight. The Brutus score of 12-0 flashes before my eyes. Refusing to accept defeat, I hit the start button again.
Your Highness, it's time for me to leave.
Zayne stands up and I grab his hand. Finish this game with me. You can stay the night if you must. Zayne silently glances at our clasped hands.
It would be inappropriate of me to spend the night in the Crown Princess's living quarters.
She is relentless, she literally is. Who cares about what's appropriate? If you insist on leaving, I'll assume you're afraid of losing to me.
It's time for you to rest.
He's still acting Dr. even in this AU, huh? I don't need that. I need to figure out how to beat you.
What are you willing to sacrifice for victory?
Oh. Well, if we are talking about the body, that's on the line. He's so close that I can see my reflection in his eyes. I'm still wearing the expression of someone who refuses to lose. Don't think you can trick me into letting go. He taps the screen with his finger, which catches my attention. He's indicating a key strategic fortress, one I have captured early in the game. For a moment, I don't understand what he's implying.
To win a war, you must sacrifice something important.
Look, Your Majesty, it's the Valkyrie.
Oh, Fortress number 1. Okay. My thoughts are interrupted by the maid's voice. I collect myself and look out the window of the mothership's observation deck. The numbers of countless combat simulations appear before me as formations of battleships span across the starry expanse. To win, I must sacrifice something important. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the nobles are captivated by Zayne's formidable starship fleet. I cannot finish reading that. It's exactly as I have hoped. When my hold on the throne was still precarious, Zayne played the part of my advisory. He drew the omnicity and scrutiny of the nobility away from me. Now the nobles are more or less under my control, but Zayne's power can't be considered a simple counterweight. He has become the greatest obstacle to my rule over the Empire. To reclaim my power as Empress, the first one to be sacrificed must be... No! We don't sacrifice
Your Majesty, it's time for your speech.
9! I refuse! This is Silas's music. You can't use this. The platform I'm standing on slowly rises as the comm channels open. The entire Imperial army waits patiently for my speech. I rein in the gaze and my thoughts and read from the prepared script. The words are root. Platitudes about the Empire's future, the Empress's glory, and... Zayne displayed extraordinary merit in quelling the rebellion at Fortress number 1. He has personally trained countless brilliant military minds and laid the foundation for the Empire's order. I recite Zayne's achievements without even glancing at my script. In regards to everything he's done for the Empire, no one knows him better than I do. I once believed he was shouldering my burdens. Only later did I realize that what he had secured for himself was more than I'd ever imagined. Zayne is the Empire's sharpest sword and its most silent guardian. Simp, shut up! Even historians, known for their stern concisiveness, were willing to make an exception and lavish extra ink on Zayne's achievements. They left behind a rare commendation. It is said that during the military parade in the cosmic year 649, the Empress read aloud his contributions to the Empire from sunrise to sunset before finishing the list. But let us skip the grand highlights of this ceremony to witness a minor, unexpected incident. It was this interlude that gave the 10th parade a name fondly remembered in the streets and alleys for generations. In what way are we talking? With the stars as my witness, I shall bestow upon Zayne the Imperial Medal on behalf of the Cosmic Empire. Zayne stands before me, his back to the crowd. His gaze rests on me. My fingers fumble with the clasp, but the medal refuses to be fastened. I grow impatient and my movements grow clumsy. I get emotional every time I hear this goddamn music. Zayne slightly bends down to make it easier for me. His voice is tinged with amusement and his breath is so close that it almost caresses my neck.
You appear to be rather reluctant to bestow this medal, Your Majesty.
Oh, this twat. Having secured the pin, I take this opportunity to pat him twice on the chest. A little harder than necessary. It's under the pretext of smoothing his uniform. You've taken another prize from me. Did you expect me to celebrate with fanfare?
In any case, I've prepared a gift for you, Your Majesty.
Oh. Before long, a sword is brought forth. It gleams with a chilling light. This material is blade silver? Blade silver is a remarkably hard alloy, and weapons forged from it are exceptionally sharp. The key mineral for its synthesis is found only in the Steen Galaxy. The forging technique is exclusive to their people. What's the meaning behind this gift? I can't. Oh, it was the eye movement! God damn it! Under the watchful eyes of all present, Zayne gets down on one knee and presents the weapon to me. Oh god.
Blade silver is resilient and unbreakable. I present this sword to Your Majesty in the hopes that the bond between us will prove to be indestructible.
Is this a marriage proposal?
Blade silver is resilient and unbreakable.
That's I know!
I present this sword to Your Majesty in the hopes that the bond between us will prove to be indestructible.
His eyes are so pretty.
May the Empire grow stronger under your reign.
Proposing with a sword. Literally proposing with a sword.
The Grand General is swearing fealty to the Empress. Does this mean they're no longer rivals?
Shut up.
Will the Grand General truly be content to stand in the Empress's shadow?
Yes, because he is my husband. Amidst the whispers, I lower my gaze towards Zayne. The sword he holds casts a shadow over his face, which obscures his expression. Yet I can see that the sheath is engraved with my favorite flower. Jasmine! The references! I'm actually this close to fucking getting a jasmine tattoo at this rate. Jesus Christ! Jasmines, did you have these carved for me?
Yes.
All this effort. Are you trying to rekindle what we once had? Everyone around us holds their breath. They're waiting to see how Zayne will respond to my pointed question. Oh my lordy lord. Right, hold on. The lighting again, because the curtain keeps bloody budging. Right, there you go. Problem solved. Bosh! Oh dear. Composed, Zayne rises and fastens the sword to my belt with practiced ease. Just as I'm about to step back, he wraps an arm around my waist and holds me in place. You... He cuts me off calmly.
Has it ever occurred to you that I'm simply keeping a promise? I said I'd give you a proper weapon as a gift for your coronation.
His words catch me off guard. Is this a counterattack for when I told him that he needed to properly rest?
The rebellion was unforeseen. I'm afraid I was late by 210 days. Fortunately, you're still willing to accept it, Your Majesty.
He literally is proposing with a sword right now, isn't he? God damn it. 210 days. It has been exactly 210 days since he left. I don't remember if I refuted him. The ceremony became known as the Jasmine Festival. For a long time afterwards, a belated gift was called the Empress's Jasmine. So, traveler walking among the stars, should you find yourself regrettably absent for one of life's pivotal moments, do not forget to bring a bouquet of jasmines. God damn it. Why? The military parade, because I can't English, has ended. I'm back in my room and staring at my reflection in the mirror. My gaze falls to the sword at my waist. There's an inexplicable irritation in my heart. An itch I couldn't scratch. I accepted Zayne's gift, but I have no idea what he's trying to imply.
There is no need to be upset with the sword, Your Majesty. Let me stow it away in the darkest corner of the cosmos. I promise, you'll never lay eyes on it again.
She reaches for it, but I don't let go. It's a beautiful sword. Unconsciously, I run my hand over the sheath. The embroidered jasmine petals are cool and defined. They're like him. Only now do I realize that it wasn't the sword that bothered me. It was the way he presented it. He was so composed and assured, as if he knew I'd keep it. Seeing my silence, the maid smiles and presents a beautiful dress.
Your Majesty, you manage countless affairs of the Empire. Even when you're at the border, you oversee every detail. You should take some time to unwind.
Unwind, eh?
A ball is being held for the soldiers later. If you make an appearance, I'm sure many will line up to dance with you.
What if I don't wanna?
You could choose any fine gentleman. Perhaps you'll forget about the Grand General then.
No, then I'll dance with the Grand General instead. Who said he was on my mind? My fingertips rest on the last jasmine petal of the sheath as I narrow my eyes. Indeed, I need to unwind. Oh, good lord. Right. I'm just going to pause this very quickly because what's happened with the lighting is that Loki has been like pulling the studio lighting, and because he's relocated it, my lighting's now off, so I'm just going to quickly fix it. One moment. Good lord. I swear to God, this fucking cat is the bane of my existence. I just ask him for a simple thing. I just say, look, you can chill in the office with your mum as long as you don't cause a ruckus. First he messes up my fucking curtain, which is causing this backdrop, and then he moves my fucking studio lighting. He is the most precious baby. No, he fucking is not. Because, like, that's the thing. I got my studio lighting, like, right here. And I'm trying to make it so, you know, I actually look decent. Because, why have I got this one piece of hair? Ah! I swear I love him, but I hate him at the same time. How the fuck is it the 4th of January and we've got no clouds in the sky? Right, okay, so there's that. So that's fine now, to a degree. Oh my god. Sorry, peeps. This is the... No one can replace our dear Grand General. Exactly. Plus the fact, this is what happens behind the scenes that you guys don't normally see. And so when I say, oh, I've had to edit out quite a bit of this, I'm not kidding. Also, why do I look so goddamn fucking pale? Like, what is this blasphemy? This is why I tend to record when it's dark. Right, hold on. If I position this more like this way, well, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? I'm going to quickly fix my hair as well. Oh, my lordy lord. Look, I'm sorry I'm stopping it halfway through, but I gotta get this shit sorted. You know, I'm a content creator. I gotta keep my shit looking pretty. If my shit don't look pretty, then we have a problem. I look so fucking pale today, don't I? Just out of curiosity. So, Retro made, like, a close-up camera for, like, potentially future videos. And, I don't like it because it shows me my pores, and I don't like it. Okay, right, there we go. I think that's the best I'm going to get it, unless I slather more blush on, but I can't be asked with that shit, so. Okay, now that's been fixed, let's carry on. So, when I step into the brilliantly lit ballroom, all conversation ceases. Even the music falters for a beat. Filled with awe, curiosity, or reverence, dozens of eyes turn to me. Smiling, I raise a glass to toast the room. At ease, everyone. I'm here for a dance, not an inspection. The music resumes and a young officer approaches me. His ears are red.
Your Majesty, may I have the honor of this dance?
Oh, bless. When the young ones want to ask for a dance, it's like, you are so cute, but no. My gaze travels from his epaulets to his boots before settling on his nervous expression. Almost instinctively, I begin to analyze his background, rank, posture, even the tone of his voice, and most importantly, his motives. Then I realize I'm analyzing a young man who has only mustered up the courage to ask me for a dance. My maid's words rang true. I've been trapped in the Empire's games for too long. It's time to try and enjoy some of life's simple joys. My first dance is yours.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will always be loyal to you.
His unfiltered display of fondness makes me smile. This candid admiration and reverence. Haven't I been looking for those? For some reason, my thoughts drift back to Zayne. Today, he pledged his loyalty to me before everyone. But where does his heart truly lie? I place my hand in the younger soldiers, and we walk towards the center of the dance floor under everyone's gaze. He won't even dare to look at me, and I feel awkward. I'm unsure of how I can dance with someone like this. The ballroom doors swing open, and a sudden noise brings the orchestra to a halt. Oh, it's going to be Zayne, isn't it? It feels as though the air has been sucked from the room. Only a frozen silence remains. Oh dear. I knew it was going to be Zayne! A familiar set of footsteps echo across the floor. The crowd parts like the tide, and Zayne comes to a stop before me.
Find someone else for your first dance.
Jesus Christ. He's jealous!
Yes, sir.
The young soldier jolts like a new recruit being called on. He salutes before hurrying away. I stare at my empty palm. You scared off my dance partner. He is so jealous. He literally is. Zayne extends his hand as an invitation to dance.
In that case, I'll be his replacement. After the military parade, rumors say we're in the midst of a power struggle. Supposedly, we're conspiring to fool the nobles and claim the fortress as our private property.
Are we?
Those looking to pick a side between us are watching. So, shall we take this opportunity to reinforce our alliance?
He's so jealous! Our jealous king! Obviously, getting a sincere invitation is out of you is almost impossible. As soon as we move to the center of the dance floor, the orchestra strikes up a melody I know all too well. I look up and meet Zayne's mirthful gaze. Do you still remember the steps?
It's been a long time.
This was the first formal dance I performed at my debutante as the Crown Princess. Zayne was the one who practiced with me back then. And it gets better. Oh, fuck me. During that ball, he took my hand and led me onto the dance floor. With a sea of calculating, suspicious glares around us, he offered his support and trust. But now, can we even say one honest word to each other again? During our dance, I lean in as we turn and speak softly. Why did you actually try to find me tonight?
Perhaps I simply wanted to dance like your majesty.
I don't believe you. It's because I can't bring myself to focus entirely on the dance. You're here to keep an eye on me. You won't let me win over your soldiers. It's a cunning move.
How many people were you planning to dance with tonight?
What a romantic... I mean... Before I process his words, Zayne's hand presses into my waist. I spin with the music and realize I can only find balance within his grasp. Is he jealous? Yes! The music swells at its most passionate crescendo. Couples hold their partners close as they spin and weave across the parquet. The dance floor turns into a swirling vortex. Seeing this side of Zayne is a rare treat. I seize this opportunity to whisper a wicked joke into his ear. I haven't decided yet. It depends on what I can get out of it. Zayne, you've always had good taste. Why don't you help me pick one? For example, that man over there.
He has a family.
Then the one...
He has sworn an oath of abstinence to the stars.
Am I supposed to believe that? What about the young soldier from before? I'm so busy looking around that I missed the music shifting to its languid finale. I step on Zayne's foot. Oops. Oh! Oh! Ah! the arm at my waist suddenly tightens and I'm pulled into its embrace.
What kind of game are you playing tonight?
He is about to throw hands, he is, and MC being a little slow. Yeah, that's very common for her though, isn't it? Let's be real. He is so jealous.
Is there a reason that forbids you from choosing me?
I didn't expect him to write outright say. Okay. Unable to break free, I meet his gaze without backing down. My playful mood is gone. Mine definitely isn't. And it's replaced by a nameless, irresistible impulse. Are you asking because I won't consider you? Or is it that you've never given me the chance to? I can see what every single person in this room wants from me. It's plain, raw, and within my control. But you're the only one I can't read, even when you're standing right in front of me. Zayne releases his grip.
The allure of that fervor, adoration, and worship is fleeting. You'll tire of it eventually. What you truly need is...
As the first dance ends, fireworks bloom against the night sky. Everyone's gaze is drawn to the brilliant display outside. The fireworks drown out Zayne's words, yet the impulse within me has been ignited. Oh, you know. Oh. Are we leading to, Are we leading to that? I push Zayne into the shadowy, oh my god, I can't even fucking read now. Shadowy corner of the ballroom and kiss him. It isn't particularly passionate, but it's enough to make Zayne full stop. Now he's focused solely on me. If all the cards are like this, I am fucked, people. As fireworks illuminate the sky once more, Zayne leans in. Ah! No, hold on. I need to read this before I start screaming again. As fireworks illuminate the sky once more, Zayne leans in. His kiss takes the words I was about to say. Oh, Zayne has got riz, man. I know his prized rationality has evaporated at that moment on this very night. I'm normal. Is that a door? Oh, good lord. As dazzling fireworks light up the ball, Zayne and I slip away unnoticed. Oh, good lord. Okay. We hold each other close as we hurry down the corridor and tumble into my bedchamber. His kisses fall like rain and melt into me like fresh snow. My heart finds itself dancing to a frantic rhythm. Oh, I can imagine the reactions to this one. Forget about etiquette, politics. Forget about all those other reasons.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
I'm normal. I promise I am normal. But I will be saving that one for the collection. Ah, good lord. I won't uncover his secrets, outwit his sharp mind, or control his destiny. All I want is him at this moment. Oh, well, that is a sight to behold. Okay, right, that wasn't quite as bad as Silas's, but good fucking lord. The afterglow of our passion hangs in the air. I stir and roll over before waking up in Zayne's arms. If this is like this on every card, Xavier is definitely going to get me cancelled. I'm just saying. From previous experience. The afterglow of our passion hangs in the air. I stir and roll over before waking up in Zayne's arms. My mind is blank. The ornate patterns on the ceiling swim before my eyes, and it takes me a moment to remember where I am. Zayne is asleep, his breathing deep. However, his brow is furrowed as if he's troubled by his dreams. What are you thinking about? Head pets. I smooth the worry from his forehead, but then my bracelet abruptly buzzes against my wrist. My secretary is calling in the middle of the night. I feel my eyebrow twitch. I clam a hand over the bracelet before I can wake Zayne. For some reason, a sense of foreboding rises in my heart. Dick that good, huh? Yeah, obviously. I slip out of bed as quietly as possible. Leaving the bedchamber, I answer the call.
Your Majesty, we just received a confession from Major Wace at the border prison.
Go on.
Major Wace has confessed that the mastermind behind the Fortress No. 1 rebellion is the Grand General.
There's only silence. Keep going.
According to Major Wace, the Grand General had long coveted Fortress No. 1 as a means to expand his forces, and had been contacting him frequently in private.
Okay, but how do we know this is a correct confession, or if this is not him trying to frame?
During Sen's rebellion, the Grand General promised him a substantial reward and a promotion. He persuaded him to abandon the fortress and defect to Sten.
I'm just gonna call it now. I think this is framing. I don't think this is legit. Like, think about it. He's been in there for a couple of days. Why now? Why would he confess this now? Because he's only been in there for what, a couple of days at this point? Yeah, this is mind games.
But the Grand General went back on his word and arrested him for treason. As a result, Wace decided to tell us everything.
A conspiracy always seems simple once it's laid bare. When I return to my bedchamber, should I confront Zayne, lay the cards on the table, or should I kill him? Waze refused to speak about his defection since his arrest, yet after all this time, the first words out of his mouth were accusations against Zayne. How credible is his confession? That's what I'm saying! It's too sus! My thoughts churn in chaos. However, one thing is clear. I have an opportunity. Regardless of the truth, this is all I need to topple Zayne from his position. I won't have any rivals left to challenge my authority, and the concept of balancing royal authority can be erased from the Empire's history. But I touched the red mark on my neck. He might be a traitor, but round two. I touched the red mark on my Zayne, on my neck. Oh my god, a red mark on my Zayne? Jesus Christ.
Your Majesty, shall we continue with the investigation?
Investigate discreetly, and do not alert Zayne.
Understood.
Oh yeah, where is the standing man? As morning arrives, it isn't birdsong or sunlight streaming into the bedchamber that wakes me. Rather, it's the warmth of Zayne's arm against my back. I turn and see he's already awake. Oh, there he is.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Good, you know that was a good pounding last night, just saying. I don't think the Grand General is supposed to say good morning to his Empress in a place like this.
Doesn't it lend credence to the rumors that we are conspiring for power?
She really doesn't give a fuck about potential betrayal. God damn it. Ah! Stop! I was enjoying my view in fold. How dare thee? I note the hint of a smile on Zayne's lips and glare at him. Pressing an exaggerated hand to my forehead, I push him away and swing my legs out of bed. Okay, well, I can't get out of bed like that, so fair. My feet land on something soft. I look down. Our clothes are strewn all over the floor. As if on cue, a knock comes from the door. My headache worsens.
Your Majesty, the Foreign Minister is waiting for you at the door. Halron, the Stain Galaxy's leader, would like to negotiate.
I turn to look at Zayne. He's already getting out of bed and calmly putting on his shirt. His bracelet beeps. After fastening the last button, he raises
Grand
his
General,
wrist.
where are you? The Foreign Minister is looking for you. The Stein Galaxy's leader, Halron, has requested to begin negotiations with the Empire.
Understood. I'm on my way to the council room.
Given the urgent situation, there's no time to worry about appearances. Let's go together.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Not Zayne's not going to complain about that.
Your Majesty, Grand General? What are you... Ahem. This is convenient. I'll ask the people I sent to find the Grand General to return at once.
How do you explain that? She's like, oh, yeah, we bumped into each other on the way down. God damn it. I'm flustered. I'm gonna need my fan. Okay, this is fine.
15 minutes ago, we received the latest intel. Stein's forces have arrived at the edge of the Allure Galaxy.
Right.
The rebel leader, Halron, is leading the delegation.
He's bold to leave Stein after his coup. Has he already stabilized his position?
There are still many within Stein who oppose Halron. The main reason is his regicide and usurpation. That's why he's desperate to find an external enemy. He needs to convince his people that he's not a usurper. Rather, he simply replaced a weak, incompetent leader.
So this enemy is the Empire. Me. I turn to Zayne, who stands before the holographic map. Secretary, when she finds out the Emperor's hooked up with the accused traitor the night she told her. Yeah. You're well informed on their internal affairs.
I'm merely doing my duty.
Zayne zooms in on the map. He's focused on the current position of Halron's fleet.
Halron's fleet has adopted a battle formation. They're ready to open fire at a moment's notice.
Your Majesty, these negotiations might be nothing more than a formality, but many of the smaller galaxies affiliated with the Empire are watching. The best course of action would be for you to appear in person.
Halron is truly a golden standard for these opportunistic rats. Then again, I could make an example out of him. I currently need something like that. Before I can respond to the Foreign Minister, Zayne speaks up first.
I'll go. I faced Halron on the battlefield before. I'm the person who knows him best.
It's a plausible reason. However, considering the classified report I received last night, I can't help but suspect that Zayne might be colluding with Halron in secret. If galaxies are waiting to see my reaction, then why should I hide behind the Grand General? We'll go together. Besides, the situation is volatile. Who knows? This might be the last time we ever see each other. Zayne chuckles softly, but he quickly composes himself and turns to his subordinate.
Select a suitable battleship and ensure the escort fleet is ready for battle. Be prepared for any contingency.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for that. We'll take the Valkyrie. I'm familiar with its specs. MC demanding respect, and I kinda like it. Good lord. The diplomatic fleet consisting of the Valkyrie and several escort spaceships departs from Fortress Number 1. Out of boredom, I pull up the screen in front of my seat. I tap it a few times and the display is flooded with red warnings. Classified files. Access denied. His security measures are second to none.
Warning. Warning. Unidentified battleship detected. The Valkyrie has been targeted.
What's happening? Trouble arrived sooner than I expected. A bright flash erupts outside the window. It's followed by a violent shudder that rocks the entire battleship. Oh god. Is that Halron's fleet?
Hold on tight. The escorts are following emergency protocols.
Zayne pushes me back into my seat almost by reflex and fastens my safety harness. Above his head, a panel with conduits crashes down. I grab his arm and pull him towards me. You should be careful too.
Thank you.
Oh my god. The escort spaceships try to draw their fire, but Halron's attack is brutally straightforward. They ignore the escorts and focus all their firepower on the Valkyrie. As the battle wages, the auto-navigation system becomes unreliable. Zayne switches to manual control. The Valkyrie charges forward in an attempt to break through the encirclement. I bite my lip and glance at Zayne. His brow is as furrowed as mine. If Zayne is working with Halron, then what's happening?
The main power module has been damaged. Please land immediately.
The nearest landing site.
The view outside is strikingly familiar. Memories from long ago surface in my mind as Zayne and I speak in unison.
Planet Valkyrie.
It's a planet Zayne and I know very well, for the Imperial Military Academy was here previously. Without saying another word, Zayne pulls up the coordinates and initiates the warp. The violent aftershocks from the warp rock the battleship. An involuntary tremor runs through me and I clench my fists. Suddenly, I feel the warmth on the back of my hand. I look down to see that Zayne is holding my hand. This might be the end. Do you have any last words for me?
I'm sorry.
No! Zayne! Why? The shield barrier slams down in front of us, but the massive impact still makes my vision go black. I lose consciousness. Zayne, I swear to fuck, you made me lose my 50-50, and you made me pull extra for silence. Do not fucking betray me right now, I swear to God. Hazy afternoon light filters through the air. Today is the Crown Princess's coming-of-age ceremony, and the military academy has given everyone a day off. They're currently preparing in the festivities. But the Crown Princess herself, me, is exhausted from endless flattery and niceties, so I've slipped away. Solace is enemies to lovers, Zayne is lovers to enemies. Yeah, literally. This is the only time the hangar is empty. I duck inside the ajar gate and rows of training spacecraft appear. I venture deeper into the cavernous space. My gaze lands on the brand new battleship that's docked at the far end of the row. Valkyrie. Named after the Empire's most prestigious military academy. She has to be state-of-the-art. Let's do a flight test, a test flight at least. I open the hatch, hop into the pilot's seat, and peel the protective film from the console. And then I pull out a fingerprint mold. I went through so much trouble to get this fingerprint from Zayne's sunglasses. Oh, it better work. I press the mold against the ignition panel and the authorization light flashes green. Ecstatic, I plat the pilot seat. I knew Zayne's fingerprint would work. Oh. There's the glasses.
Where are you running off to, Your Highness?
Just as I'm about to fire up the engines and fly off into the thrilling unknown, Zayne's voice cuts through the speakers. Zayne, my prospector, subordinate, and bane of my existence, literally, and the guardian of the record listed on my academy registry until today. Staring at me through the screen, he's standing before the battleship with his sunglasses on. How he figured out I was here is beyond me. Steeling myself, I jabbed the ship's comms button. I'm ready to project the unyielding authority of a mature crown princess. Move aside, otherwise I'll run you over. Zayne smiles.
Be my guest. But if you fail to silence me, I'm doubling tonight's lesson on tactical deployment.
No matter what timeline, you always have sunglasses. Yes. I slump back into the seat. Yeah, she's pouting. There we go. Grand General, you're one of the Empire's priceless treasures. Would anyone dare to lay a hand on you? Not ready to admit defeat, I slam the comms button again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired. Surely I can take a good nap in here. Good afternoon. Dozing off, I close my eyes. A moment later, I feel someone sit down beside me.
Your breathing tells me you're pretending to be asleep.
Says who? You woke me up. What are you gonna do about it?
I can put you back to sleep if you'd like.
Why does that sound scary? That won't be necessary. Take his glasses. Yes. A mischievous idea pops into my head. I pluck the sunglasses off of him. The light is too harsh. I'm borrowing these. I rest my head on his shoulder, but it's not enough. I pat his chest. What a nice pillow. I'm borrowing this too. I snuggle up against him, trying to find a warm, comfortable spot in his embrace.
Is there anything else? We might as well deal with them now.
A blanket would be nice. It's freezing in the Valkyrie. Maybe I can use your coat?
If you're keen on turning a battleship into your bedroom, I can always enroll you in the course for tactical simulation and field survival. You'll get to sleep in one for a month.
Stop twisting my words. I'm going to sleep now. Feeling Zayne move, I protest immediately. Surely the mighty Grand General wouldn't deny someone her sleep. Am I mistaken, my dearest preceptor?
If you want to sleep, do so properly. Stop squirming.
That's not the first time I've heard that. He holds me in his arms and I feel warmer. You're always stopping me from doing things. Why is this an exception?
I can't forbid someone from sleeping. And once you wake up, you'll be well rested. It's perfect for having a long night filled with lessons.
I'm here as I'm waiting for HSR to repair as I'm not getting an achievement while doing exactly what the person in the video was doing. Oh, I'm sorry, Spacey. Well, fingers crossed it gets repaired soon. Maybe you shouldn't wake me up. My eyelids grow heavy. What started as a prank to annoy Zayne is giving way to genuine drowsiness. Zayne, I officially came of age today. I wish time could stop at this moment. Soon I'll return to the palace and become the Empress. An Empress has a lot of power, and you have your own authority. When that day comes, can we still be like this? I feel Zayne holding me closer, but it might be a figment of my imagination.
No. When you ascend the throne, individuals whose power rivals yours will become your enemy. This also applies to those who are weaker than you. And it includes me. When that time comes, I won't only be stopping you from sneaking out to have fun. I will counter every decision you make.
I don't mind. I'm barely awake, but I refuse to concede defeat. I push the sunglasses up and look at him. I never needed anyone's permission to do what I want. Just before I drift off, I think I hear Zayne's soft, almost approving chuckle, and then something warm is draped over me. It's his coat. It's cold. I tighten my grip on the coat that's draped over me, but now what I'm lying on feels hard and unforgiving. Shaking my head, I notice how something's not right. I open my eyes. With Zayne's coat covering me, I'm lying in one of the Valkyrie's plush seats. Above me is the battleship's damaged hull. Memories of Halran's attack flood into my mind. Fully awake, I realize I was dreaming. Why was it about my coming of age ceremony? Many years have passed since then. I slowly sit up. Zayne is at the pilot's console and collaborating the battleship systems. From the window, I can see midnight has fallen.
How are you feeling?
My shoulders are sore.
You don't have external wounds. However, you should drink something to replenish your energy.
I swear to God, he better not have betrayed us, because I swear. I take the bottle from Zayne and return his coat to him. Seeing that I'm alright, Zayne turns back to the battleship systems. His back is exposed. The sword he gave me is within arm's reach. The truth is, after my coming of age ceremony, I've had countless opportunities to get rid of him with the most underhanded of means. But I never did. It's because of his victories on the battlefield. He's my most capable subordinate, and I take a sip of the drink. Also because of these acts of kindness that have nothing to do with power.
The main power module reboot has failed.
We're stranded here for now. But the comms module wasn't badly damaged. It's already been repaired.
Zayne assesses the comms channel and connects to Imperial Central Command. A familiar voice comes through.
Your Majesty, are you alright?
I'm well. What's the current situation in the Empire? My secretary quickly briefs me over what's happening since our emergency landing. War had broken out at a terrifying speed, but the military launched a counterattack based on the contingency plans we'd left and kept losses to a minimum.
The readings show that Valkyrie's power module is severely damaged. Should we dispatch a fleet to retrieve you?
Anyone who wants to approach Planet Valkyrie will have to navigate an active war zone. It's safer to remain here.
The planet was decommissioned during the defense reforms I spearheaded, but its basic defensive systems were never dismantled. It retained some capacity for stealth and counterattacks. We'll issue commands from here. What I need you to do is leak a report that Halran's ambush failed, so we safely return to the capital. The Imperial Army will make Halran pay.
Understood, Your Majesty.
As I speak, I watch Zayne's reaction. If he truly is colluding with Halran, then this would be the perfect opportunity to find out. Over the next few days, Zayne and I methodically repaired the battleship. We reactivate the Academy's decommissioned service bots and take up residence in the old dormitories. Sometimes when I wake up to the dorm's familiar ceiling, I feel slightly disoriented. It's as if I'm the Crown Princess studying at the Academy, and my relationship with Zayne had yet to become complicated. On planet Valkyrie, the days and nights are unnaturally long. The atmospheric dome is still broken. It glitches out again, and Zayne and I finish repairing the Valkyrie's hull. We sit on top of the starship and idly watch a star sink towards the horizon. Sorry. Time seems to leisurely pass, and our breathing slows with it. I nudge Zayne's knee with mine. Before the Valkyrie went down, you said you were sorry. What were you talking about?
It was nonsense. Don't think too much about it.
I just want them to have a simple life. Yeah, me too. I don't believe you. Zayne put away his toolbox. His gaze follows the star where the Academy's forests lie in the distance.
That tree in the palace. The one that has yet to bloom. You transplanted it from the Academy, yes?
I did, but who knew it'd stop blossoming once it moved? Why do you think it's so stubborn? Sorry, I really wanted a cookie. I turn Zayne's face toward me, and what I'm trying to imply is as clear as I insinuate every word. Should I resort to something more extreme? I could cut off his favorite sweet water supply, or I could mess with its lush leaves. Zayne's eyes crinkle with amusement, and I'm taken aback. I haven't seen him smile like that in a long time.
Your expression tells me that you can't believe I'm capable of smiling.
You should smile more, Zayne. I haven't seen enough.
The novelty will inevitably wear off.
I doubt it. No matter what happens, I'll always want you to smile more. More time passes. The star sinks below the horizon and rises once more. One morning, an escort starship lands on planet Valkyrie. After clearing out the ambushers, Zayne personal guards arrive to assist us. They bring with them the tidings of war. The tactical classroom is converted into a command center where daily strategic meetings are held. The situation becomes clearer. Fortress number 1 has played a crucial role in this war. Soon we'll be leaving planet Valkyrie, but I haven't forgotten Major Wisey's accusation against Zayne. Under the guise of repairing the battleship, I've been searching for clues with remote assistance from my secretary these past few days.
Highest clearance level has been granted.
I press the key and erase the classified data, and the erased classified data is restored. Whether or not Zayne colluded with Halran will soon be revealed. A stream of data floods the screen. 3 automatically logged flight paths appear before me. Zayne met with Halran at the border more than once. I can't believe he could tolerate making deals with such a man. There's also a heavily encrypted attachment. The password is I tentatively type in a string of numbers. It's my birthday, the day when I'd be a little older. I don't know whether to feel bitter or glad. The decrypted file reveals an agreement. There are only a few clauses, but they spell out every step of Sten's rebellion in great detail. Zayne would instruct Major Wise, who was boarded at the station, to secretly help power and usurp power, seize Steen Galaxy, and declare secession. Once Wasey was defeated, Zayne would step in and suppress the rebellion, which gave him a legitimate reason to take command of Fortress Number 1 and weaken the Empress's authority. Then Zayne would quell the unrest caused by a civil war in the Empire and seize power for himself. The final line of the agreement states that the Empress would be handed over to Zayne. He'd take her life to ensure she could never oppose him again. Oh shit. Glad to hear HSR's fixed, Spacey. I pressed the wrong button. The star is falling and I hear distant rumbling. Only when I close my eyes can I hear it clearly. It's a sound deep within my heart. So you've been plotting against me this whole time. Assuming this is true, then I no longer need to waver about standing against Zayne. Begin immediate preparations for a military rebuttal against Zayne.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Everything will be set in motion once we leave planet Valkyrie and return to the Empire.
What are you doing?
I hear a voice behind me. My hand jerks as it switches screens and disconnects the comms channel. Zayne walks in. I avert my gaze. Not wanting to look at him, I respond half-heartedly. I'm looking around. Killing time. Is the Council of War over? Zayne nods and takes the pilot's seat. It's only then I realize I switched the screen to a combat simulation.
Were you waiting for me?
Wordlessly, I sit down, press start, and choose the defending side as usual. The simulation begins. Zayne's primary target is a strategic fortress. The fortress defense is sluggish. It falls to Zayne in moments. I'll let you have it.
That's a new excuse.
I flawlessly counter Zayne's subsequent attacks and let him believe I made a careless mistake. Patiently, I set up a trap that spans the entire board. Finally...
I suppose I lost.
Yes, it's about time you did. Time to make Zayne meat patties with Jasmine's sword. Oh god. I stand up. A resolve that doesn't falter is needed to defeat Zayne. He once told me that for the sake of victory, one must sacrifice what matters the most. At long last, I've made up my mind. I'm determined to turn the tide of this war. This means I'm determined to sacrifice Zayne. I don't want to sacrifice Zayne! He's too pretty! Ah! The war between the Empire and the Steen Galaxy intensified. With Zayne leading the military, Halran's forces crumbled. We receive a report from the front lines. Halran has been captured alive and is being held in a border prison. Despite the trouble he caused, Zayne and I have a strange unspoken agreement to never mention his name again. 2 days later, the Valkyrie's repairs are complete. We set a course to return to the Empire. Really just okay with him plotting to murder you. I respect that. As we head back, I close my eyes and pretend to sleep, but my mind races. Zayne is always cautious. To ensure I deal a decisive strike, I need more evidence. Wise's testimony, the recovered data from the battleship, and Halran. Nothing would carry more weight from a confession from the leader of the Steen Galaxy. I can't afford to keep delaying things. I must see him in person. Gauging our distance to the border prison, I pull up the navigation system and change our destination.
You've changed our course?
I'm going to negotiate Halran.
You can leave that to your subordinates. Our current priority is to return to the Empire so all the factions can see you're safe and sound.
I let out a cold laugh and my voice drips with sarcasm. Oh god, I gotta go sarcastic, Mimby. Okay. You don't want me to go? Are you afraid of what Halran might tell me about you? Suddenly changing our course was a calculated move to catch Zayne off guard. And Zayne, a master in handling emergencies, is now uncharacteristically silent.
You
You should address me as Your Majesty. After the Valkyrie lands at the border prison, I activate the spaceship's internal comms and summon Zayne's personal guards. Secure the Valkyrie. Unless I give the order, Zayne cannot leave this battleship. No one is allowed to approach him. The guards freeze and look at Zayne, the Grand General they've always served. You didn't hear me? The air grows so cold that it feels solid. A moment passes before the guards slowly surround Zayne. If you fail, you shall share the burden of his guilt. I look at Zayne again. He shows neither anger nor panic. He doesn't even ask what crime I intend to charge him with. But my decisions never required his approval. Oh shit, Mimby going up. She's going into her queen arc. The interrogator. Oh god. The last time we saw this was tomorrow's Catch-22. Oh god. Halloran is brought in, and there isn't a scratch on him. I suspect he surrendered to the Imperial soldiers with little to no resistance. You're a smart man, so I'll only ask you this once. The smuggling of the weapons between you and Zayne. With someone like him, honesty won't get you anywhere. I put extra stress on arms smuggling and watch Halloran's reaction closely. Did you approach Zayne first? Or did Zayne contact you?
How did you find out? He came to me, of course. Your Majesty's rewards weren't enough for him, so he decided to fill his own pockets.
I see. So you have no idea what the agreement was about. I deliberately substituted the coup with smuggling and he didn't even notice.
Does it matter? Isn't it better to let a misunderstanding work in your favor? Your Majesty, you can order me to testify against Zayne. I am here to serve. I promise you won't regret it.
Bullshit. He's trying his best to persuade me, but I don't hear a word he's saying. If Halloran knew nothing about an agreement, then where did the hidden document I found come from? Trembling like a leaf, Wisey is cowering on the floor beside me. There's not a single trace of the major he once was.
The Grand General's treason. I don't know anything.
This is your own confession, yet you claim to know nothing? I don't have all day to play games with you. Would you rather have a little chat with Zayne?
Wait, I'll talk!
Mentioning Zayne's name is enough to make him deflate like a punctured sack of flour. He tells me everything. Everyone knew that Fortress Number 1 was impregnable. No one could ever conquer it, and Wisely believed that too. So he postponed routine inspections and cut corners on safety patrols. When he realized his negligence had created a fatal vulnerability in their defenses, Stain's forces had already broken through. In his panic, Wisely chose to defect to the Stain Galaxy to save himself.
But in the end, the Grand General captured me and brought me back.
And the confession?
I didn't do it willingly, Your Majesty. On that day, visiting hours were over when someone approached my cell.
I tried to keep my breathing steady.
It was the Grand General. He forced me to accuse him of treason.
Why?
You can start preparing your statement now.
Grand General, you're joking, yes?
Several ice shards pin Rice's prison uniform in place.
I understand. You were my accomplice in betraying the Empire.
Are you playing make-believe?
Zayne gambled with the Imperial defenses. He ordered me to lose so Stein's forces could invade.
That's not heinous enough.
He promised he'd let me go, but he went back on his word and arrested me. Then he tortured me.
Continue.
Zayne also said that the Empress is unfit to rule the Empire. He'd inevitably kill her.
Excellent.
Grand General, if this confession falls into the Empress's hands, she could use it to get rid of you. The Empress controls the court, and the nobles who support you will flock to her side. Her authority will be absolute.
Oh, don't tell me that's why he's doing this.
An Empress with absolute power. Is there anything wrong with that?
No! Zayne, you motherfuck! I'm gonna kill him. My heart is pounding. I don't even remember how I made it out of the border prison. The young empress needed a political opponent, a rival, to keep her in check. If it wasn't Zayne, then it'd be one of the nobles who were watching her like a hawk. Zayne was the person she knew and trusted the most. With him, she could sit securely on her throne. In time, the empress began to demonstrate her ambition and talent. If Zayne remained, a civil war might break out, so there was only one solution. Once the giant was brought down, the empress could rule over a unified empire. For a moment, I remember the combat simulation aboard the Valkyrie. Did I actually defeat Zayne?
Your Majesty, an urgent military report has arrived.
Oh, can you go away? I'm trying to think. The secretary hurries towards me, and I grab her arm. Immediately cancel the military retrieval for Zayne.
Your Majesty, it's too late. The military has already announced charges of treason against the Grand General to the public. The entire Empire knows the Grand General has betrayed the Empire. And you.
The evidence the military received. It could have only been provided by Zayne himself. He sacrificed his own reputation to give me the one gift I've always wanted. The anger and frustration that I've suppressed for so long burst like water surging through a broken dam. I storm onto the battleship. As soon as I'm through the hatch, I see the guards assigned to Zayne. They're nothing more than unmoving pillars of ice. Hi Denny, thank you so much for following. I haven't got my alerts working at the moment, so I'm going on with Twitch alerts, but thank you for joining in. Hope you have a fun time. The way you said that was so hot, oh yeah, that was smoking hot, but besides the point. Why does Zayne do this to me? I take a few steps and the hatch closes behind me. The battleship engines roar to life. I don't care where it's going. I only want to find Zayne and demand an answer.
Coordinates
Oh,
confirmed.
kindled. Here we go.
Returning to Allure.
Zayne, please, for the love of God, I'm gonna kill you.
You're here?
I'm not ready for this. Are you eager to face judgment? Allow me to be your judge then. I don't want to! Oh no!
This spaceship will return to its home planet. But we can never go back to what we were.
Oh, this is horrible. MC got moves though, I'm just saying. Guys, why is this hot? Go on, MC!
I gave you that sword, and you wield it well.
No! I don't like this! Yeah, step on him. Oh, no, not the smirk!
I've told you before, you must never show mercy to traitors.
You knew this whole time. Power can't tempt you and it can't compel me to hurt you. Oh god. Why always so sad? Because Zayne girlies like angst, apparently. They're attracted to it. Ah! Oh, good lord, okay. I take it back, we're not sad, we're now being, at the bath. Yeah. Oh my god.
Your Majesty, this is the price of mercy.
I will happily pay it if I get that again. Oh, good. Oh my god. am Zayne the Hungry. Oh, that's not the nose.
Yes. The very betrayal I've committed. Consider it my final lesson.
Zayne, no! Don't be a...
Congratulations.
No.
You've matured.
She has not.
My Empress.
So, is he not like stopped to think about how we're going to be together after this? News of Zayne's treason spread throughout the Empire overnight. The public's fury overwhelmed reason. In the ensuing outrage, military authority was smoothly transferred into my hands. I officially began my reign without the delicate balance of power Zayne had created. The Empire ran with exceptional efficiency, and the leeches who once tried to bargain with me could only bow their heads in submission. But Zayne's fate remained a thorn in my side. It's not like he was planning to ... be after this. Oh my god. My position prevented me from publicly exonerating Zayne. It appeared as though I was acting on personal feelings, and it would destabilize the political situation I have secured. With my tactic approval, two groups appeared before me. Noting the political situation, one faction did everything in their power to slander Zayne, diminish his accomplishments, and exaggerate his ambitions. The other argued fiercely on Zayne's behalf and begged me to restore his status and honor. After a heated public debate, I gave my verdict. Zayne would be confined to his home planet. He was forbidden from taking a single step outside of it. Does that mean MC can go visit him, though? After a long day of tedious imperial affairs, I deftly open a window and board my private vessel when no one is watching. I use a familiar route to reach Zayne's home planet. It's late, but Zayne is still awake. He's living a life of leisure now. He spends his days reading, eating desserts, and making ice sculptures. He even found the time to write 142 treatises on military strategy. When I find him, he's resting on a lounge chair. A neat row of small ice sculptures rest at his feet. Oh, you put him in this outfit? No! That's illegal. Infold, you bastards. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing putting him in this outfit. Ah! I know you're not asleep. Stop pretending.
And what's your excuse for neglecting your duties this time, Your Majesty?
The tree in the palace has bloomed, you lazy man. I gently took a flower onto his lapel. I picked this up from under the tree. If you want to see what it looks like when it's in full bloom, you should return to the palace soon.
So you're visiting because of the flower?
Yeah. I'm here for you, of course. With a huff, I gave him a new verdict. Within 2 years, I'll find a way to revoke my previous sentence and restore your honor. And when I do, you'll be in charge of running the military academy. Instead of getting up, Zayne only settles deeper into his lounge chair. His smile never leaves his face. Did you hear me? 2 years is long enough as it is. Stop grinning.
But I recall you saying you wanted me to smile more.
I leaned down to tease him.
I only have 2 years of peace and quiet left. I should make the most of it and rest while I can.
Nestled in his embrace, I look at the stars and remember the first time I met Zayne. That night was exactly like this. Back then, it took me a significant amount of time and effort to track down Zayne. I flew my spaceship alone across half the galaxy and landed here.
Could it even be called a landing? Based on what I remember, it was more like a crash. When you saw me, your first words weren't a request for help. You demanded me to be your advisor and help you claim the throne.
He has such pretty eyes. He really does. It's not fair. You refused and handed me an acceptance letter to the military academy. It was a test. And now I've approached him again for the same reason. I want him to rule the Empire with me. I hold out my hand. What will you give me this time? Zayne places his palm over mine.
Myself.
I smile and take his hand. Did we get a happy ending on a Zayne card? Oh, good lord. Anger once clouded their judgment, and power once consumes their reason. Unmatched Riz, literally. On the path to reach pinnacle of power, the Empress raised her sword only to lay it down gently. The Grand General, who was a single step away from the throne, turned and left. Two hearts that once burned for power soon trembled for love. God damn. Zayne has got the Riz. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be like a really sad ending, and no. Also, god damn it. Stream Element, stop banning people for too many symbols. I'm going to have to bloody change that, I think. Good lord. It was so good. Yeah, it literally was so good. Like, this is a thing that I've always said about Infold. Their writing is on point. Now, granted, again, I mentioned this earlier, but I know Caleb's one has got quite a bit of conspiracy going on about it. That's one of the reasons I'm doing Zayla last. But in all seriousness, granted, at this point, I've only played Silas's and Zayne's. But they have both been written so well, I can understand why Info decided this was going to be the anniversary banner. I will admit, I was a little bit skeptical when they first announced it, because I was like, anniversary banner? Really? But there is spice in them. So I'm cooked for this banner, let's be blunt. And like the multiple mention, there wasn't as many references in this one than there was in Silas's. Granted, I may have missed references because, you know, I'm more of a Silas girly than anyone else. So Silas lore sticks with me a lot easier. But that was still a really good card. And I'm this close to getting a Jasmine tattoo now. That's how bad this is. I'm literally wanting to get tattoos because of this fucking game. If there were any references that I missed, please let me know, because good lord, that was a good one. Anyway, it's the fish next. So let's see how my phone battery is holding up, see if we can handle it. Is he back on second spot? I don't know. I think the problem with Zayne is that his cards have been very up and down at the moment. Like, sometimes I absolutely love them. Other times they just don't deliver. So it is very difficult for me to make a, a proper tier list. Oh, God. Hold on. Let me see how my phone's holding up. Okay, so my phone is quite warm, but the battery is holding up. So there is a chance I might be able to do Raphael today. Right, let me think. What's the time now? So it's 12 o'clock now. Basically, me and Cade are going to be doing some stuff. Oh, whatchamacallit? Just thinking. So, I got another 4 crate, by the way, some stuff, yeah. It's so hard to make one. Yeah, that's the thing. The problem is, and this is one of the reasons why I have always held off on doing a tier list, is because I don't want to come across as biased, but obviously Silas is always going to be my favorite. I genuinely do not think that Infold could bring out another character who's going to top Silas. And the reason I say this, and before Saz thinks more some stuff being, that sort of thing. No, it's not. Basically, me and Cade are going to be, we've had a chat, basically. We are deep cleaning the flat today because we want to start making home improvements. Because we've been living in this flat now for about nearly 6 months, I think. We're in a 12-month contract, and we know that we're going to be getting an inspection coming up soon. And my place technically does not allow pets. Because basically rentals in the UK are very biased. They do not want renters owning pets. Simply because they're like, oh, well, the pets can do a lot of damage and things like that. But obviously The rules on pets are so, like, questionable. They are trying to change it, but they're basically making it so you have inspections. Yeah. So basically what we're going to do is deep clean the flat. So basically we're in a position, because legally an estate agent has to give a tenant 24 hours notice for an inspection, because they can't just come in unannounced. So the only time they can do it is if there's like an emergency with regards to, like, say there's a leak or something like that. But what we're going to do is deep clean the flat to basically make it in a position so if we do have an inspection last minute, you know, they're not going to know that the pets are here. But outside of, you know, like the pet stuff, which we can obviously move ahead of time, so we'll be prepared for that. Because we're very lucky that we have friends at Cage Job who have said they are willing to take on Loki for the day, just so, you know, they can come and do the inspection when there's no evidence of pets at the property. Which, shout out to Cade's boss. But what we're going to do is after we have our inspection, we're going to be doing home improvements. Because we've been hearing rumors that our landlords are thinking about putting the rent up, and we're already at like our maximum budget. So if they put up the rent by, say, another 50 quid, we can handle that. But if they put it up to what we think they're going to put it up to, we'll have to hand in our notice and move again, because we just can't afford how much they're going to want to charge us. And after Cade's visa's been all submitted and everything, we just need a bit more financial freedom so we can, you know, just get on with things. And I'm not trying to sound, you know, this is not me screaming saying I need money, because that's not what I do this for, and you guys know that. But when it comes to Throne, like, I have cleared everything on my Throne list because we're going to be doing some measurements, and we're just basically going to start putting things on there for, like, individual home improvements. So the main focus for me is obviously going to be this room, being the office. I'm going to get an L-shaped desk, get this all tidied up. We're going to sort the background out. We're going to make it a little bit more bougie, shall we say. And, of course, the Silas Shrine is going to get increased. Duh. But we're going to be basically doing up the entire flat after Cade has submitted his visa. So basically our plan is to start slowly but surely improving our livelihood. So that way, if, you know, the landlord comes to us and says, oh yeah, we want to put up your rent, we can turn around and say, well, look, you can see that we're really taking care of this place. We've made a home out of this. You know, we can afford maybe an extra 50 quid, but then, you know, we can't do anything from that. And legally in the UK, the landlords can only put the rent up once a year. So if he does that and then he agrees to only go to a £50 increase, for example, you know, it's going to buy us an extra year, because the long-term plan is for me and Cade to move to Wales, closer to where my mum and my dad lives. But we'd have to do a whole livelihood change. Like, Cade would have to be driving, I'd have to change job, Cade would have to change job. Obviously, we'd have to find a better place to live. And we both need to be able to get around as well. And the place that we're planning on moving to, I've actually lived in the past. Like, obviously there'll be no evidence of it on this channel because this is before this particular channel existed. We're talking I was living in this place when I was a reactor, like nearly 4 years ago. So like they sell 2-bedroom houses over there for like £950 a month. We pay $850 now for a 2-bedroom apartment in an apartment complex. So we really do just want to increase our livelihoods, but we need to put aside money for the moving costs. Like, I'm talking, you know, deposit. Obviously, you have to pay your rent ahead. Whatchamacallit? So at the moment, just to say, for example, I was to move from here today and move to another place tomorrow, I wouldn't have to pay a month up now, because I'm technically paying for the month I'm about to have, not the one I've just had. That way when it's moving, you know, it's a lot easier, but it does mean there's a more initial upfront cost. So yeah, 2026 is going to be a very big year for me and Cade, and he did say that as soon as he gets home today, we're going to be cracking down on cleaning. So if I'm able to, I will stream later on this afternoon, and we'll play through Raphael's card. But if not, then what we'll probably do is I'll probably do a stream tomorrow for Raphael after I finish work, and then I'll do one for Xavier on Tuesday, and then one for Caleb on Wednesday, and then I'll just take some time off when I got some annual leave, because Honestly, I don't understand why rentals do not allow pets. Like, the landlords, especially in the UK, they are so stingy. Like, in my last apartment, we had, the living room was painted, and we put a shelf up, because we used to keep our books and stuff up there. And when we took it down, we were told that we had to fill in the holes and repaint it. And there was a tub of paint left at the property. So that was there before we moved in. So we just used that colour and just painted it. But it didn't turn out to be quite a right match. It was like 1 or 2 shades off. And the landlord was trying to charge us £400 to strip down the wall and repaint it. And I was like, no. You're not charging me £400 for a paint job that you provided the paint for. So that turned into a really big argument. It took me 3 months to get my deposit back because I was just contesting it so much. And even then they still charge us £200 because I agreed to go 50-50 just to get it sorted, because this landlord was like, stupid. That situation was crazy. It was. And that's the thing. That landlord has got new tenants in that property now. And the funny thing is, I actually know the family who moved into that flat, and even they say that flat is not worth it, despite me warning them against it, mind. Oh, I have some landlord horror stories. Yeah, like, honestly, if you get a good landlord in the UK, you kind of feel inclined to stay there because, you know, they're just so rare. The problem is everyone down here is old and they only care about themselves, and that's not me, you know, trying to be nasty. That's just me. That's just a statement. Because unfortunately, I live in a very elderly residential area, so that's another reason we want to move to Wales. You know, just get a little bit closer to our times. But anyway, I have rendered the Primordial Chaos playthrough for Silas, so I'm going to get that video up shortly, and then I'll release the secret times for Silas later on today, and then I'll get Zayne's stuff up and ready for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see if I can stream later on today. If I can't, however, don't panic, because trust me, I got some stuff cooking. I got some things in the oven. Both are stellar, are they? Oh god. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about, like, if someone were to ask me now, what's your favorite Silas memory, I genuinely would not be able to give an answer. There is just so many good memories for Silas in particular. I don't know what it is. Silas, ... I die. Yes, very accurate. But, like, Silas's card, you know, we thought it was going to be a power struggle, and it turned out he was doing everything to save us and save us from the other faction, and I'm just like, oh my god, I am weak. You know what? Fuck this. 1 minute. We gotta replay the Kindled for that one again, because that's just, I can't do it, guys. I just love him too much. I can't. It was so good. Like, it's illegal that Infold go, okay, we need a new character, and we're gonna make him just god-like attractive. It's just not fair. And then let's not forget all the references to his dragon myth, then his archfiend myth, and oh, they know what they're doing. I feel like Infold has an independent team for each character, and the one and Silas's team, it just know, they're just like, yeah, okay, we're gonna throw all the references in here, we're just gonna let it all marinate, you know. And like, I'm sorry, the Kindle for this is just so good. I can't. Like, I'm sorry, we have to play this again. I'm just gonna put it on auto. Just like the visuals on this. It's illegal. Literally, might as well make a fucking movie. Like, this entrance is just so cinematic. He doesn't need to build aura. He is aura. Like, look at this.
Are you waiting for reinforcements or the chance to give up?
I'm sorry. He is my fiance. He is aura. His beauty should be illegal. The helmet was pretty there for aura. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I'm sorry. He's just perfection. And then just the way he catches us, and he rage baits us while we're just about to drop.
You owe me a
Hey,
life.
buddy.
Don't forget to repay me.
He literally, we're hanging, about to fall into the fucking cosmos, and he's rage baiting us. You know what I mean? The secret time should be illegal. Oh god. Hi, buddy. Sorry, my cat has just come in. Hi, little one. What's the matter? Oh, he's telling me stories. And that voice, my lord. See, he's like refusing to let me go.
Are you afraid you'll be unable to pay me back?
And then just does this. Raph secret time? Oh, we've not reacted to that yet.
Now it's our turn to level the playing field.
He's like, yep, protect the wife. Sir, I will give you anything. And then Silas has a thing for throwing his wife. Just throws. He just yeets. Does this. Like the god sexy man he is. All I'm saying is I get it now. I get Raphael's appeal. Oh god. Is Raph that good? Oh. Like, I'm sorry. Like this, like, okay, right. For those of you who did not get to witness September of 2024. Hi, buddy. September 2024 was when I first started my Love and Deepspace journey, doing all the reactions to all the trailers back then. Started right from the beginning and worked my way through. And I only started Love and Deepspace because a colleague of mine at the time had said, I think you're gonna like Silas, you know, I think this is your guy. And I went, why? Like, why Silas? And she just went, just meet him and you'll understand. And I'm like, okay. I get to Silas trailer, the first time we'd heard about him. Immediately lost it. I was like, oh, yes, yes. This is the man. Started playing through the story and I played it in order. We got to the nest. Do not jump on the computer and hit the power button. We met him in the M109 zone and I fucking lost it. And since then he has secured his position as my king. And oh my god, yes.
I'm here to rescue you, Your Majesty.
The aura. Oh my, Loki, come here, my baby. Come here. Oh.
I wonder if the Empress still wants my belated assistance.
Do you know what this scene reminded me of? The Good Cat Code card. I saw a video of Baby No Money cosplaying Silas being kind of spicy. Then I saw a video that said they liked how the story of lads and there was a lot of reading. Yeah, we do like it. Between the two, I was excited to meet Silas and then did, and goddamn. Yep. Like, this literally reminded me of the cat card, which, yes, I do have. But I doubt you will help me unconditionally. Just this bit,
If you agree to stand by my side, my loyalty, my power, and everything else that's mine, it will all be yours.
Like, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry. That kindled was fucking cinema. There's no other way to say it. It was just fucking cinema. This story card was so fucking good. It literally was like, it's unfair at how good that card was. As you can see, I've got a little bit of my Silas shrine up there. It needs improving, but unfortunately to improve it, I need money. It's a whole movie. Yeah, definitely. But it was just so goddamn good. Right, I have got work I got to do for the channel today, so I'm going to leave the stream here and give my phone a chance to cool off. You know, so we can potentially stream later on today. Do we have anyone in particular that we want to raid out to? Because I have none of the people I follow are currently online. Because most of them stream later on in the evening. So, I don't know if we have anybody to raid as a suggestion. Enjoy the Raphael secret time when you get there. Oh, we'll be doing it live, Sarah. Don't worry. We are doing it live. And the Silas one. Oh, Silas secret time slapped. Absolutely. Let me think. Is there anyone else playing Love and Deepspace at the moment? The problem is Love and Deepspace is such a quiet topic on Twitch. Like, there's barely anyone who plays it. Like, literally, it's me and one other person streaming Love and Deepspace in the entirety right now, which is crazy. I'm hyped to hear the others. Oh god, yeah. I'll be releasing my reaction to the Solid Secret Time later on today. Zayne tomorrow. Caleb Tuesday, and then the others after that, I think. The reaction videos people post are amazing. Oh yeah, I watched Lexi react to Caleb's one, and good lord. Right, okay. Still trying to find somebody to rate. The problem is there's not very many people online. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I can't really find anyone to raid. So used to say goodnight at the end of streams. Well, don't worry, you might have to do it later on today, Sop. Just hear me out. But I will... So, good day. What I'm going to do, I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord if I end up streaming again later this afternoon. As I say, it depends on how long me and Kate take to get the flat sorted. But yeah, honestly, just thank you guys for being here and just... watching me lose my mind. Go do your work. I will do my work and do my justice to the community. Right, well, thank you guys anyway for coming in and just spending time with me. I'll be probably online later on this evening. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So you'll see me again soon. Don't worry. Anyway, have a lovely evening, guys. Bye. Evening.